So today I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the new old Volvo that I bought. I've actually previously owned this car, and I thought I'd give you guys a bit of history on the vehicle and the reason why I was quite enthusiastic to buy it back. So this is it. It's a Volvo 940, 1994. It's a 2-litre turbo. As far as I'm aware, it's a 2-litre. I know it's had a new engine put in at some point, but yeah, it's had a lot of work done ever since I got rid of it. When I got rid of it, it was an absolute scrapper. But yeah, I'll give you a look at the engine bay. So yeah, this car, it used to be owned by my mum's best friend's stepmother. So quite complicated relation, but it's been quite close to the family for a very long time. And my mum can even remember when she was younger actually going around in this exact car, possibly even before I was born, I'm not really sure. But it's quite weird that I ended up with it, and I sold it because it was absolutely fucked. I couldn't be bothered fixing it. I just seen it as scrap. It got sold to people that used it for auto test. It's been passed around to various different owners, and now it's ended up back to me. Now obviously I wouldn't have bought the car if it was in the same condition as when I left it, because it was fucking hanging to pieces. Well, the owner before me, he has put alloy wheels on. He's completely rebuilt the cylinder head, put a head gasket on it, done the water pump, done the timing belt, he's fixed the exhaust system, and he's welded all the sills. He's even took the entire interior out and jet washed it. Now, when I got this car, it was more like a farm yard. It had been used to feed horses, so it had hay bales in the back. It was absolutely disgusting. There'd been dogs in the back seats. The seats were always folded flat, and the dogs had shitted everywhere. So yeah, the condition was quite bad. But now it's almost like brand new. The only thing that lets it down is the bodywork. Oh, and one more thing, it does burn a bit of oil. When I let off, a fair bit of oily smoke comes out of the back. But I would just like to say that it's a 2-stroke petrol. It's not actually a 4-stroke, it's a 2-stroke. So yeah, that's why it's burning oil. But anyways, let's take it for a drive. It's of course a 5-speed manual. It's the M90 gearbox. It's possibly the best gearbox that you can get at the old 940s. It's very smooth, drives sort of like a modern car. I really thoroughly enjoy driving these cars. It's the whole reason why I've driven them for years now. But yeah, the inside, it's very good quality compared to a lot of cars that are 30 years old. You can kind of see why Volvos were some of the most expensive cars on the market back in the day. Now, of course, one of the most appealing design features of these old cars is the 940 was the last series of Volvos that was rear-wheel drive. Now, as far as I'm aware, one of the owners before me, after I sold it, this is fitted with a locker diff, and the locking mechanism has been welded so that it essentially has a very rough form of LSD. I don't know how the locker diffs work on these, but I can vouch that it definitely does spin. I'm not sure if I'll be doing any spinning in this video because you know, it's only me filming. I don't really have anyone with me today, but yeah, trust me when I say it does like to light up the tires. So the Volvo 940s came with several different engine variants, this one being a 2-litre turbo. You can get a 2.3 petrol and then a 2.4 straight 6 diesel. The diesels, they only come turbocharged. The petrols you can get naturally aspirated. Now, I'm all for reliability, so I would definitely vouch for the naturally aspirated petrols. They're still very good fun. They're still a Volvo at heart, but they're nowhere near as quick as the turbocharged models. The turbocharged ones, they're great fun. In the winter, you can drift them when it's all snowy, you know, when the ground's a bit more wet. And in the summer, they handle like an absolute beast. They drive really well. They knew what they were doing when they designed these in terms of handling. But yeah, overall, very fun car to drive. Now, you might be wondering, why the hell did I buy a petrol? Well, I do like petrols. I just don't like paying for fuel. I don't plan on driving this a lot, and I might sell it after I'm done with it. But basically, I just needed a car in the meantime until I get my red Volvo fixed, which I'm actually doing today, once I sort of finish this wee little video. But yeah, I might sell it. I don't know. I do like petrols though. Arguably, they're more fun to drive. They're a lot quicker. They sound better. It's just they cost shitloads to run. I think this petrol one maybe gets about 20 miles to the gallon, which is a lot considering I'm used to paying nothing for fuel. I'm at TMS now. I'm going to grab some parts. I'm quite mad because I just washed my car and look at that shit. Fucking driving through where farmers' tractors are went.